Stay tuned and let's check out this Marvel Legends Mr. Hyde Build-A-Figure wave, Shang-Chi. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And remember, you can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today, we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Mr. Hyde Build-A-Figure wave, aka the Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings movie wave. And then in front of me, if you couldn't tell, we have the man himself, Shang-Chi. Now, we are yet to see the movie as the slate of the MCU has been pushed around quite a bit, but it is scheduled to hit in September, and we have the figures nice and early to whet our appetite, to get us excited about this movie and this new chapter of the MCU as we head into phase 4. So very excited about this movie. I like what we've seen so far in the trailer, and I'm always happy to add new characters to the shelf. So here we have Shang-Chi with a couple of sets of hands and a weapon, and of course he comes with a Build-A-Figure leg for Mr. Hyde. On the side we get a promo image, that same promo image on the back of the box, as well as a write-up that reads, trained since childhood by the mysterious Ten Rings organization, Shang-Chi must confront his past he thought he left behind when he is drawn back into his father's web. And then, as always, you get a list of all the figures in this wave you need to complete the Mr. Hyde Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Shang-Chi. So again, very much excited about not just these figures, but the movie in general. As it says on the front of the box, Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings. Now, the Legends of the Ten Rings, they have been in the MCU since day one, since the first Iron Man film. So I'm very curious to see how it all wraps up and how it all connects. That's what I love about the MCU so much. And this whole new chapter and mythology that we're going to learn about with Shang-Chi as well. Very excited to have the figures. Gets me excited about the movie. So let's get him open and add into the shelf. And here we have Shang-Chi out of the box with all of his accessories. So as always, he comes with a Build-A-Figure leg for the Mr. Hyde Build-A-Figure. So of course, I review him once I've opened up all the figures in the wave. So subscribe to the channel, come back, and we shall look at Mr. Hyde. But for now, I'll move this leg out the way, and this is everything we need to complete Shang-Chi. So he comes with a weapon, which I'll have a closer look at in a minute, which is nearly as tall as him, and some interchangeable hands. But just first impressions of the figure overall, it feels great. I know that sounds weird, but like it just feels nice in hand. Like he looks great. It looks like I put my hand into the trailer and pulled out this character. All these lines seem really clean and intricate. There's some nice textures on the figure. The articulation seems like it's all going to be there in the right spots. The head, it like definitely looks spot on to the actor. It seems a little bigger than I'm used to seeing in Marvel Legends, but that may be a good thing, as I think it actually works better proportionally to the body. So yeah, we shall see when I compare him to some other MCU figures. But yeah, for such a simple character design, it's very clean and sleek. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's zoom in and take a closer look. Starting off with this head sculpt, bravo, Hasbro yet again with this 3D digital print technology that they've got going on throughout their movie figures. The MCU figures just keep getting better and better, and this genuinely looks like the actor has been shrunk down to figure form. Honestly, from some angles, it is spot on. I think they have done a great job. Usually you can see like all these little pixels and stuff when you zoom in, but this looks so clean and good. Like the hair is nice, big quiff. Brandon would be proud. But yeah, this looks very nice. And just while we're zoom in as well, look at the intricate design of these lines. So all these lines are actually sculpted in and on this sort of textured, sort of basketball texture, if you will, body with these black lines that are raised sculpt, and they're all like cleanly painted as well. I don't see any mist. Like there's some raised lines here, but I don't think they're meant to be black, but they're still sculpted there. And then as you work into this intricate design, all these black lines are so nicely on there. Like that is so easy to get sloppy. Imagine Spider-Man's design, how sloppy that can get sometimes. This is spot on. Over to the shoulders as well, working all the way down the arms, and then not so much on the back, but you can still see the texture and the sculpted detail and the lines on there. But yeah, the black and the red is so fresh and so clean. Sorry to quote Outcast, but yeah, looks so good. Just aesthetically, I guess that waist cut isn't perfect, but I'd rather it have a waist cut and he can rotate that way than not have it at all. So yeah, that cut's a little bit jarring, but again, there's so many lines and stuff on this actual design. You could just say it is how the outfit is. I don't know. You can look away. The trousers are nice and simple, just all black, few creases, and then he's got some nice trainers on as well. Nice and simple. Nice to see some more casual wear with our Marvel Legends. You can even see the laces sculpted on there as well. So yet again, bravo. So nice trainers with the white sort of edges, which is nice. Black soles, of course, and then the black trousers all the way up to the red and black jacket. And yeah, yet again, great head sculpt. So good. So yeah, bravo. Well done, Hasbro. So on this figure, he comes with 2 open palm hands first and foremost, okay? 2 open palm hands. And I'm assuming that is so he can hold his weapon. Here we have Shang-Chi's weapon of choice, and he is clearly a man of good taste, inspired by the best turtle, which is of course Donatello, because it appears to be some type of bow staff, which you can hold very nicely in both arms. The handles have some nice sculpted detail and paint on there. So we've got 2 brown ends, and then it's sort of like a sort of gold, if you will, in the middle. Not quite gold, but that sort of tone. And yeah, he can hold it no problem. So I don't know the official way to hold a weapon like this, but he can hold it in both hands. It's obviously sturdy enough where we can just hold it in one if you want, but obviously you can get him posed up in some better poses than me. You don't come to Dan Who Reviews to see posed action figures, I'll tell you that much, but I can tell you he can hold it no problem at all. So that is with 2 gripping hands, but it's good to mention that Shang-Chi comes with other hands, of course, and they are a set of tiger palm hands. I don't know if that's the official name, but they're like open palm, some sort of martial arts stance, I am sure. Either way, that is nice for an option. He also has a set of hands I've never seen before in Legends. It's sort of like I don't know, it's like he's clicking, or he's some sort of peace sign, or he's typing on his computer, or something like that. I'm not too sure. They look good though, to be fair. Very intricate. Let me zoom in and see if I can show you. Does that focus for you? Can you see? Like, very nice. I don't know if he's meditating maybe, or it's some sort of martial arts move. Even still, we get a set of hands with both of them. Very nicely done, and they look nice. Quickly mention articulation. You can see there's a cut there on the waist I've already mentioned. Ab crunch is good. Forward and back, great back, as he should for a martial arts sort of character. Shoulders go up to 90, they will spin at the bicep, and then he has double jointed elbows, of course, which are pretty good, to be fair. They go all the way down like that. Double jointed knees, which work great. Look at that, you can't complain at that at all. Legs go wolf, go out pretty far. It's hindered a little bit by his shirt, but you can still get him in some like sort of kicking poses, so that's pretty good. So yeah, to be fair, this is everything you'd want. The head goes up, goes down, looks berries in the chin very nicely. Lots of pivot. I like the sort of dumbbell joint that they're now using for the heads. As I said, Shang-Chi's head's a little bit bigger than what we're used to seeing with Legends, but this does look very nice in scale with the body. And then of course he's got ankle pivot, foot goes up, foot goes down, pretty good. So yeah, you're going to get this guy in lots of poses, martial arts poses. I look forward to seeing what people like D Amazing do with this guy, because if I can make this guy look good, then wait until someone with skill gets hold of it. But yeah, bravo. And before I move on from articulation, I do want to mention, I didn't say there are no butterfly joints. So I think Hasbro have chose design over articulation here, as they didn't want to break up this nice pattern he's got on his chest, because this is how far his arms will go in, which for a martial arts character, you would like a little bit more range, you would like his arms to cross. But for me, I'm not mad, because I think aesthetically it looks great. And for me, when he's posed up, he's going to look nice without all these extra cuts here. However, I can understand how people out there who are sticklers for articulation will be disappointed with the lack of range there at the chest. But for me, no complaints. Obviously, the first comparison I had to do was the comic Marvel Legends Shang-Chi compared to the MCU Shang-Chi. It's always fun to see that MCU comic comparison on your shelf, and it's hard to sort of compare the figures as they're obviously both drastically different, but it's still fun to see the movie version of a character from the comics. I'm sure this won't be the last comic version of Shang-Chi that we get either, as he's more known for wearing his outfit than he is going around topless, but at least this guy was included with nipples. That's always fun. But yes, Shang-Chi movie, Shang-Chi comic, they scale about the same, but obviously different character designs, but still fun to see. Here he is compared to the only 2 non-MCU figures in this wave, not including Mr. Hyde, of course. It is Civil Warrior and then the AI Tony Stark Iron Man. So again, these 2 are random choices for this wave in general, but still, I'll take them. And here we have Shang-Chi compared to the other movie figures in this wave, including Jia Ling, Wen Wu, and the mysterious Death Dealer. And again, I think these figures look great together, they scale great together, and just make me more excited to actually see the movie. But it's always nice to get a core set of characters from the film straight away in a single wave without having to worry about who will we missing. So yeah, Shang-Chi is in good company. Stick around as I'm going to be reviewing all of these on the channel as usual, but I couldn't resist to open them up early for a comparison. And here we have Shang-Chi compared to a movie figure that wasn't in this Mr. Hyde Build-A-Figure wave. It is the Target exclusive Katie with Morris. And we only know he's called Morris because it said it on a Lego box. We're yet to see the film. We have no idea who this furry headless chicken with wings is, but he looks fun. Another Baby Groot scenario, I am sure. But still, I couldn't resist opening up Katie early just to see how she compares with her best friend, Shang-Chi. And yeah, they look great together. It's so nice to have a core set of characters from this movie already. Just makes me more excited. And just to finish off, I wanted to see how Shang-Chi compared to some other MCU figures that ain't from the Shang-Chi movie. So here we have the John Walker Captain America, of course, from the Falcon and Winter Soldier. The only sort of Phase 4 figure that I have in my collection so far. Still waiting for that Disney Plus wave. And then here we have worthy Captain America, Steve Rogers. So it does look like Steve Rogers' head is a lot smaller than Shang-Chi and John Walker. So yeah, maybe they are sort of amping up the size of the heads to fit better with the body. Who knows? We shall see. But it definitely appears that Shang-Chi's head without a helmet on is bigger than Steve Rogers with a helmet on. So yeah, John Walker sort of seems to scale up. So I think they're heading in a good direction because Shang-Chi looks great. And one more just for good luck. Here we have Hellfire Hank compared to Shang-Chi and a hand ninja, of course. So if you wanted your movie Shang-Chi to fight some Marvel Legends hand ninjas, the scale works. So, final thoughts. Considering I haven't even seen the film yet, I do really like this Shang-Chi movie figure. Again, I've only seen the trailer, but I have to admit it looks very accurate from what we can see. And it just makes me excited to see the film. I know I keep saying that, but that's what the merchandise is meant to do. It's meant to get you hyped up about the film, and that's exactly what this figure is doing. And I love that we've already got a collection of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Ring figures. We've literally got 5 figures released already if you've got them all in the wave and Katie the exclusive figure. So yeah, we already have a little corner of our display for the new chapter of the MCU, and yeah, the figures are great. I do think Hasbro hit it out of the park with these MCU figures. Some of their best work are MCU figures. Obviously the budget's there for it, so that's probably why, but still, no complaints from me. I'm loving the collection that I am building. So yeah, Shang-Chi, very happy. You let me know what you think in the comments below. Is there anything you don't like about Shang-Chi? Are you excited for the movie? Are you not excited about the movie? Always curious to hear your thoughts in the comments below. But as always, people, you want to support the channel, you like Marvel Legends, then please hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. You can also now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Thank you very much. Follow me on Instagram at It's Dan Who, on Twitter at Dan Who Reviews, and I will, of course, see you on the next one.